Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a health topic that literally every single one of us deals with on a daily basis: stress. We usually think of stress as just this invisible cloud of worry hanging over our heads, like we're stressed about bills or work or relationships. But what if I told you that stress is not just a feeling? The truth is actually entirely different. Stress is something that physically, tangibly alters your body and your brain behind the scenes. Right now, millions of people are walking around living with chronic stress, completely unaware of the biological remodeling happening inside them. So today we're going to look at exactly why stress is often called the silent killer of modern life. So let's challenge this fundamental assumption right off the bat. If stress isn't just an emotional reaction, what exactly is it? Well, it's a massive physical cascade. It has the hidden power to completely weaken your immunity, totally change the rhythm of your heartbeat, and get this, even physically alter the actual structure of your brain. By viewing stress as purely an emotion, we severely underestimate the physical toll it takes on our health. Okay, let's dive right into this. To understand the silent killer, we're taking a biological tour of the body. First, we'll look at why it's more than a feeling. Then we'll cover cortisol and survival mode, how it rewires the brain and heart, the hidden physical toll, and finally, healing the damage. Let's start with part 1, more than a feeling, the evolutionary mismatch. To really understand why stress hurts us today, we actually have to look backward. Believe it or not, stress is your body's built-in survival mechanism. Thousands of years ago, if you encountered a predator in the forest, your brain instantly recognized the danger and hit the panic button. Within seconds, it launched a massive emergency response. We're talking a faster heartbeat, tightened muscles, sharper senses. This fight or flight system was absolutely perfect for short bursts of survival. You either escaped the predator or you didn't. But modern stress? It isn't a predator. It's a looming deadline, financial problems, or the constant pressure of daily life. And biologically speaking, your body cannot always tell the difference between a charging tiger and an aggressive work email. These modern stressors follow us every single day, which means your body gets trapped in this constant, never-ending state of emergency. That brings us to part 2, cortisol and survival mode, the chemical engine. When these modern stressors pop up, your body releases several hormones, but the absolute MVP here is cortisol. It's your primary stress hormone. Now, I want to be really clear about something. In small doses, cortisol is incredibly useful. It regulates your energy, keeps you alert, and helps you respond to immediate emergencies. But here's the catch. Biology did not design this hormone to be elevated for weeks, months, or years on end. When that happens, it becomes highly destructive. Think about it like this. Imagine leaving your car engine running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just sitting in the driveway, idling forever. Eventually, that engine is absolutely going to wear down and burn out. And that is exactly what happens to your biological systems under chronic stress. Your body is basically forced to endure the mechanical wear and tear of a permanent emergency mode. So, what does this engine burnout actually look like? Let's move to part 3, rewiring brain and heart, the major organs. The brain is one of the very first organs affected, and what's really fascinating here is mapping out exactly what happens. Let's start with the hippocampus, the area that handles memory and learning. Under chronic stress, high cortisol literally shrinks this area. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgot why you went in there or struggled with really intense brain fog? Yeah, that is your shrinking hippocampus under stress. Then there's the prefrontal cortex, your logic center. Stress just totally overwhelms it, leading to impulsive, irrational decisions. And finally, the amygdala. This is your fear center, and under stress, it becomes completely hyperactive. Your brain essentially becomes hardwired to detect threats everywhere, leaving you in a state of heightened anxiety even when you're perfectly safe. And while your brain is physically rewiring, your cardiovascular system is taking a massive hit. Your emotional health is completely inseparable from your physical heart. Every single time that fight or flight system activates, your blood vessels constrict and your blood pressure shoots right up. Over time, this constant high pressure physically damages your arteries, absolutely skyrocketing your risk for heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes. We always talk about diet and exercise for heart health, right? But chronic stress is a massive, completely overlooked burden on your cardiovascular system. Beyond the brain and heart, let's explore part 4, the hidden physical toll, immunity, sleep, and digestion. Sleep is usually the first casualty of chronic stress, and it triggers this vicious self-perpetuating cycle. Because your brain senses an ongoing modern threat, like that massive work deadline, it stubbornly stays alert to protect you. So you lie in bed completely exhausted, but your mind is just racing, replaying conversations and worrying about tomorrow. This prevents you from relaxing, totally ruining your sleep quality. And here is the kicker: that resulting sleep deprivation biologically creates even more stress, feeding right back into the beginning of the cycle. Your brain simply refuses to power down. Meanwhile, your digestive system is also taking a huge beating. Scientists actually refer to the gut as our second brain because the two are constantly communicating. In fact, when stress spikes, the body literally shuts down normal digestion so it can prioritize immediate survival energy. This intimate gut-brain connection is exactly why stressful periods trigger a whole host of gastrointestinal issues. We're talking stomach pain, nausea, bloating, severe acid reflux, the whole shebang. And the hidden toll just keeps going into your immune system and your waistline. Have you ever noticed you always seem to catch a cold right after a super stressful project drops up? That's because elevated cortisol actively suppresses your immune defense mechanisms. You get sick easier and take way longer to recover. It also spikes systemic inflammation. On top of that, cortisol actively hijacks your hunger hormones. It triggers these intense biological cravings for sugary, high-calorie comfort foods to briefly activate the pleasure centers in your brain. This doesn't just lead to emotional eating, it biologically encourages the storage of dangerous abdominal fat, which is directly linked to type 2 diabetes. Okay, I know we've covered some pretty heavy biological truths so far, but let's shift to some good news in part 5. Healing the damage, resilience, and recovery. Yes, the body keeps score. If you normalize chronic stress and just ignore the warning signs, it silently damages you day after day. But here's the truly empowering truth: your body is incredibly resilient. While chronic stress causes very real damage, taking deliberate action can reverse these effects. You are not permanently broken. So how do we begin that reversal? Well, this brilliantly illustrates our science-backed recovery habits. These aren't just trendy self-care tips. They biologically allow your nervous system to stand down from emergency mode. Prioritizing sleep, committing to regular physical activity, and engaging in mindfulness actively lower your cortisol levels. Building healthy relationships and simply taking breaks outdoors literally signal to your amygdala that you are safe. These simple, accessible habits are the actual antidote. They protect your brain and your future health by bringing your chemistry right back into balance. Stress is unavoidable, we all know that, but living in a constant state of chronic stress doesn't have to be your normal. The sooner you recognize the physical impact it's having on your body, the sooner you can take back control of your health. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final, vital question to really reflect on. What causes the most stress in your daily life? Identifying your personal stressors is step 1 to managing them and letting your body heal. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep taking care of your health, and I'll see you